This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Here are 13 stories that we're following today, and thank you for listening. First, the markets finally fell yesterday. Today's Thursday, December 21st. They fell on December 20th. It seems like the first time that they fall in some time. The S&P was down about 1.5%. The Dow was down 1.27%. The NASDAQ was also down. Second, Tesla and Palantir each fell nearly 4% yesterday. Palantir, the Peter Thiel company, is still up 170% year to date, so don't worry about Peter Thiel and crowd too much. Third, Toro, the lawnmower snowblower company, rose more than 10% yesterday. You know, who knew there's not even snow right now in the northern climates, but Toro in the northern climates for snowblowers is very much a household name. But they were up 10% yesterday. I know the snowblowers are a small fraction of their business, but they're doing fine. Fourth, FedEx got crushed yesterday. They were in 12% on lower earnings, doing not as well as they'd like to. Fifth, I published a podcast yesterday on how I have now mastered golf. Well, I happen to be in Florida for a few days for Christmas break, and that podcast didn't age very well as I played absolutely awful yesterday. So I'm now listening to the golf book again, and I'm sure by the time I'm done with that golf book, I will have mastered golf again. We're trying to get there. Sixth, Paramount and Warner Brothers are looking at merging. We'll see how that goes. Odds are increasing that they will merge. That's a fascinating combination. Separately, Disney Group was rated by the Zacks Group one of their top bears of the day, meaning negative sell stocks of the day. Disney is down almost 50% from its high in 2021. It's up 5% year to date. Sadly, the streaming business, which seemed like it was going to be the savior of Disney, is getting crushed in terms of subscribers. So that's not going well at all. Seventh, today, the 21st, markets are poised to bounce back. They're up about 0.5 point to 0.75 of a point today so far. Eighth, the big four accounting firms had expanded heavily. Now they're regressing some. They're laying off some of their partners. That's what's happening with the big four accounting firms. We'll see how far that trend goes. Ninth, Bitcoin is back to near 44,000. I would have never seen that coming. Amazing. 10th, the one-year Treasury, which is really a favorite for savers, is up at about 4.92%. Remember, not very long ago, it was at about 5.5%. 11th, cannabis stocks continue to have trouble finding their footing. We'll see how long that goes. 12th, oil is near $74 a barrel, and pump prices are down somewhat. 13th, Barron's names a bunch of stocks that should rebound well, and those include some big names like Cigna and Humana. We'll see how that goes. Finally, 14th, the Becker's Healthcare Annual Meeting, April 8th to 11th. Speakers like Michael Strahan, Bill Belichick, tremendous long-term Patriots guru. We'll see if that continues, as well as Martha Stewart and a host of others. Thank you so much for listening to the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast. One PS is a thank you and shout out to Chair of the Healthcare Department at McGuire Woods, Holly Buckley, as good a leader in person as they come. As long as we're on shout outs, I'll give another shout out to Jeremy Core, the great founder and leader of Executive Podcast Solutions. What a wonderful job they do. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast.